Do you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night in fear of an attack on planet Earth? If like me you do, and you're worried about these guys knocking on your door, then this game may help you. This game could be the manual to show you what you need to do in the hour of need. But first, you can follow us on YouTube, Twitter and TikTok on any of the handles that you can see on the screen at the moment. For this game, we're going to go full screen, straight into the intro. Welcome to Dalek Attack on the Amiga system, and this is a very old Doctor Who game, but I wanted to be full screen to show you this lovely intro. Just seeing the TARDIS there brings back memories of old, of when Doctor Who used to be good, and I am a huge fan like many others. I have all the DVDs, I bought them all the original series in the silver packaging in the UK. I've got pretty much all the current series of Doctor Who, apart from the last one with Jodie Whittaker, because that is shit. And Jodie is not shit, but the writing is shit, the idea is shit, everything they have done to that series has completely butchered it. So I'm delighted that it's coming to an end, not so much for her, but for Russell, for the showrunner, and we're getting Russell T Davies back. And you know, I cannot wait for the future of Doctor Who. But if like me you're disappointed, then all we have is our memories, and all we have is games like this Dalek Attack to hopefully rekindle the love we had for this. I've not played with this before, and this is by Alternative Software, and it came out in 1992 according to what we see on the screen here. So let's get into the game. So I've here we have a comic. Okay, the Earth year is 2254, the planet Skaro. See, Davros is obviously wittering on about something that you can read on the screen for yourself there. Oh yeah, look, he's quite angry. Over the past 100 years we've witnessed the human race advance our scientific knowledge. Okay, yep, and he wants to rectify us by killing us. So the invasion has begun, and this is them shooting and destroying some unnamed city for the moment. And here we have Mr. McCoy and Ace, and he's saying we have to destroy the pods and reverse the beams. Okay, fair enough, we will do this, we will try and do this. So what's going to happen next? Oh, here we are. So up selects player's character, fire joystick 1, fire 2 player. Alright, so up, down. Okay, I'm the guy on the left here. Oh, I've got a few doctors I can pick. Okay, so we've got Mr. Baker, we've got Patrick there, and we've got Mr. McCoy. Okay, I'm going to go for Mr. Baker because he is the one that I remember when the 4th Doctor was the still 4th Doctor, and we're going to hit fire now. For those of you that don't know what I mean, oh, that looks cute. For those of you who don't know what I mean, the current series of Doctor Who has butchered the history where William Hartnell was the first, and they've done all kinds of mad, stupid things. So hopefully when Russell... Oh, this doesn't look like... bloody hell! This looks like Aliens 3 on the Mega Drive, or the what is going on the SNES? What? I thought this was meant to have oh, there they are. So I thought this was meant to have Daleks in there, but there they are behind me. So let's run away from them. Damn! I've hit the wall and seem to be flashing a lot. And all this is absolutely hideous. If this was an episode of Doctor Who with people stuck to the wall like that and those bouncing alien things, you know, it would have to be shown after 9 o'clock. Oh, here we are, the Daleks are back. Why aren't they catching up with me? Hang on. Aha. Right, if you slow down, they appear. So effectively the Daleks in this game so far are the hurry up mechanism. Yep, and there they are again. And we are flying what looks like a partially built Dalek. If I remember correctly, when Sylvester McCoy and Ace were fighting the Daleks, this is where we found they could go upstairs because they had this little hovering base thing that they had here, and this was in the episode that was surrounding the school. So this is clearly a knockback to them, and the time era is probably right, being the early 90s that you saw on the date of this as well. So here we are flying through, and you can't slow down and wait to see what's next on the screen because they get straight up here. And I've been watching the health as well. I started with 5 lives, and I think I see... Yes, right, okay, that's how it works. You start as the icon of your Doctor, and every time you get damaged, it starts to fill out the logo. And I've now got to fight these 2 beasties, which look like they're sort of robotic Loch Ness monsters. Okay, and that fire does a lot of damage. Oh, damn it. All I can do is drop down, try and hit them a couple of times. So yeah, the state of current Doctor Who. You know, Jodie Whittaker has been brilliant in some things that she's been in, but you know, she has had no favours by the writers, in my opinion, of what they've done to the character at the moment. They've taken David Tennant, they've taken Matt Smith, and they've made her into effectively a hybrid of them both, and she does this stupid gurning dumb look, and you know, she's not a dumb woman, but they've obviously scripted it for her to do this, and it just does not work. The stories are not fun. The backstory of Doctor Who that they've completely wrecked is not fun, and it's a real crying shame. And I've always thought, if I was a showrunner on this, how would I fix it? And it's actually a bit of a coincidence, because in the recent sort of retro sci-fi type press articles you're seeing at the moment. Oh, and I've died. So press fire to continue. Yes, we will continue. This is fun. We're back in the sewer, hopefully straight back at that monster. No, we're back at the beginning. Alright, I need to pay a little bit of attention as we play this to kill these things and try and get to those metallic type things with as much health as possible. So kill you, get some points, or save you, get some points, and we're trying to avoid the Daleks. But yeah, if you look at the retro type sci-fi magazine things going on, there's a rumour that David Tennant may be coming back. And I've always wondered, you know, if I was a showrunner, how would I fix Doctor Who? How would I retcon all the shit that they have done in Jodie's era? And I think the answer is really simple. There was a special, and I believe it was on the 50th, it must have been on the 50th, where you had John Hurt as the Doctor, you had David Tennant, you had Matt Smith, and right near the end, they all basically got in their TARDISes and went their separate ways. I would flip straight back to that as an opening scene and have one of the Doctors getting into the TARDIS, and I'm going to pick David Tennant here because of the recent stories that, you know, it's rumoured, you know, it might be coming back. You know, that could be just rose-tinted specs for some people, but I would flip back to that scene where he gets into the... Oh, look at the damage I'm doing to myself. I would flip back to that scene where he gets into the TARDIS and carry it on from there. Have some major reset that happens in terms of you go off with that Doctor on the journey, and maybe have it as he's about to start off on a story, you know, that you've seen before. Something else happened, and you would reutilise the... Oh, damn it, they got me. You would reutilise the mechanics that we had on the Donna story, which was, I think it was called Turn Left, and you know, that was an alternate history, an alternate thing that happened where the Doctor was killed in the Thames flood barriers. You know, that was one of the scenes they had, because you could see him on a stretcher carrying the sonic screwdriver, and use that kind of mechanism to actually spin off, tell the story from a different Doctor, a different universe, a different world, and you know, see what you could do there. It doesn't completely fix everything they did, but it will fix some of the problems. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, you're going to be thinking, I agree with you, I don't agree with you. Hey, that's your privilege. But if you're not a fan, you're going to be thinking, well, one, why is he stood up there avoiding the monsters? I'm getting a bit of a breather for a minute because I've only got one life left. But secondly, you know, they're slaying me quite well, and you know, you're going to be thinking, ah, damn it, I died. Yeah, you're going to be thinking, what's this game all about? Why is he ranting about Doctor Who? But Doctor Who was a long-running TV series for over 50 years in the UK, and they have recently wrecked it. But yeah, I would have David Tennant in that TARDIS go off, and you know, from that scene, carry on that scene that they had where they go their separate ways at the end of the 50th, and then have him head off onto another story, so to speak, but then have something happen, so you've got a familiar beginning, something you've seen before, but very much like the Donna episode, which was centric to one of his companions for Turn Left. He does something else and the story goes a different way. You look at how they've wrecked Doctor Who, you know, think back to, regardless of all the little things you could think of, think back to Matt Smith where he was dying very near the end, and Clara whispered to the Time Lords through the crack in the wall, you know, give him some more regenerations, and they did give him more regenerations, and with those more regenerations he was able to use the power of regenerating to kill the Daleks, and there's all this sort of flames and fire coming out of him. Really good effects, really good scene, but it beat the problem of the early stories where they said the Doctor could only have so many regenerations. They gave him more because he was clearly dying at that point. But then you go to the news story that they have, and they say, well, the Doctor's effectively got unlimited regenerations, born and died thousands of times, you know, lots of murdering of small children, and you need to watch The Timeless Child to see what I'm talking about here. You know, that would fix that problem, because they didn't even look at their own history they had. But anyway, apologies for me ranting on about that, but that is how I would fix the Doctor. If you're a Doctor Who fan, agree, disagree, you know, but you'll get some of the points I made. If you're not a Doctor Who fan, then I apologise for that. So back to the game. What are we doing? We're going to again try and fight these metal monsters. You know, this game is fun. You know, the graphics are old. It's an old game. You know, this game is... it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be 20 or 25 years old or thereabouts, and I'm hovering at the top because I've just realised they can't hit me when I'm at the top. I thought I saw that on the other level when I was talking a little bit, but enough of that. Let's go down and fire them. But yeah, this, damn it, look at the health go. Look at that health go with just 1 or 2 hits. This is a old game, but a fun game. I do hope that at some point the Doctor gets off this platform so we can have a run and gun type game, but it's not necessarily looking that way, because that's quite hard to beat. Maybe if I just stand there and shoot multiple times and get rid of one of them. Oh, I did it, good, and I can just pop down and hit the other. So 1 2 1 2, try 3, 1 2, oh, miss, try 3, 1 2 3. Right, it looks like there's only 2 shots I can get off. 1 2, oh no, I can do 3. If you're quick, you can do 3. And this will hopefully be the way to beat him. There's something on the right hand side of the screen as well. A bomb. I don't want to try and fly through him and pick it up. But here's the thing. I can control left and right, but you can't turn and face the other way. So that proves a little bit of a challenge. So if I get that bomb, I'm going to have to go backwards through him. And I've got no idea how to use it. And look at that. Game over. Not game over. Fight over. Game over for the boss. And we are now going into London. So what have they done with London? Press fire to play. Oh, damn it. Okay. So this is... okay, I've been shot by those aliens. There's the underground. I'm trying to jump and collect something. What? How the hell? How the hell do I do... this makes no sense whatsoever. Whoa, okay, fire to continue. Put me back in London. What the hell is going on here? I could pick up a grenade quickly, but look, I've got Daleks on the streets, I've got robots on the streets. And how the hell do I do anything to you? This makes no sense. Okay, can I jump up? So I wanted a I wanted a platform game. I've kind of got the platform game. And this is not what I was expecting from a platform game. You know, I was in levels that I could run around here. This isn't easy to control here. Mr. Baker, get up there. Nope. No. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna try and shimmy around. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! You've got McDonald's. Hey, where did I get that gun from? Oh, it's not doing that. You've got Coca-Cola, you've got McDonald's, you've got Foster's, you've got Kodak, and Pan? I don't know what that other one is. Alright, so grab that. Jump up. Can't do anything. Oh look, we are outside the Red Lion now. Maybe we can go in and have a cup of tea and wait for all the troubles to blow over. No, we can't. Okay, we could climb up. Right, so right, I've got that. So if I... right, so I can now fire. And what is counting down in terms of firing? You know, how many shots have I got? Can I hit you? Yes, you're dead. Okay, I really have no idea how these weapons are working. But they're working, so we're not going to complain. No. Oh, that got those. Oh, and now we're in London. The Times, Daleks invade London. Okay, so he's going to shoot me. He's going to shoot me. And I've got no... oh, I have got a weapon. How is this working? I am generally stumped on how this works. I think it's when you pull down and you push fire, it does it. So, turn around. No. Yes, no. Okay, so we're in London. We're fighting the world's all the monsters in the world, and I don't know how I'm doing it. Oh, I can go over the top of those there, and they can shoot up. That's fair. Okay, so I need to probably climb higher. I have this is it's a Doctor Who game, but it's a strange Doctor Who game. No, I was trying to get across. Oh, can I go down that alley by pushing up? No, I can't get in there. Jump over there, avoid the Dalek, go back in the underground, collect the bombs. And they are all dead. Do they come back if you go back? No, fortunately they don't. So, for those of you that have never been to London, this is a 1990s version of the London Underground that we have. You know, it's trying to recreate that. So, this is a huge struggle. There is a traditional red telephone box that you used to see around London a lot. That is a statue there in the background of EOS, I believe, the outline that you've effectively got underneath Kodak, which is outside Buckingham Palace. So they've actually put quite a few London landmarks in the way here, but I'm going to have to go back the way I went because, yeah, this is now a dead end. I've killed everything that I need to kill, but I don't think there is any more to do but progress further. You know, I don't have many lives, so I've got a lot of grenades I could somehow try and use, but don't know how that fired. It seems to be down and fire sometimes. Killed by the Dalek, fire to continue, load in London, and we're going to go back into London. These games are a strange curiosity when you get them. They're not always what you expect to be doing. They're not always what you expect. I'm not saying they're not fun, but you know what? It is fun seeing the characters here. It is fun seeing the recreation of London, but this is far from easy. And you know, maybe sometimes I should read the manual. You know, so I'm the gentleman, I don't need to read manuals, but in this case it would probably do me good to read the manuals. And here's the thing, if the Daleks have invaded London, why did they bring everybody from planets that they conquered before? Because, yeah, those were the sub-races that they took over. They don't need them to help fight. And look at this, we're somewhere else while we're getting shot to death by that Dalek, you know. We have Buckingham Palace in the background, a little sign that points to Oxford as well. So, we have failed. So, failing in his mission, the Doctor tries to escape. He has been exterminated here. And the stun wears off. You have been caught, Doctor, so in the future, planet Earth is in my hands, and no one can stop me now. And he is thinking, he's probably thinking if I could just turn back time by a share. And here is the high score table. I am remarkably low on this because I did obviously a few restarts and stuff like this. This was a novel game to play. Did I enjoy myself? It was fun to shoot them, it was fun to see the things that you had here, but from a playability point of view, it would be as frustrating as hell. You know, I'd probably want to be snapping this in half if I wasn't making a video. Will I go back to this game? You know what? I'm going to find the manual and I'm going to figure out what I need to do. I'm going to have to read the instructions. So yes, I will go back to the game. It will be off video. And I've just noticed, look at the high scores there. You've got Sylvester, Colin, Peter, Tom, John, Patrick. You've got all these great names from Doctor Who. That is a really, really nice touch that they've done there. Anyway, you stay safe, you take care, do not worry about an attack on Earth, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?
Hello there, it's me again. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, then Zeus here would love you to subscribe. It makes him happy and it makes me happy. And if Zeus is happy, everybody is happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care, goodbye.